loves. If you cannot tell, I just finished up a workout, but I want to make this video sort of more a sit down explanation video than all the vlogs I've been doing, just to do something different. So this is going to be more of a life update video with a full leg workout at the end. But I have been in Seattle for 2 weeks, and stick around and watch this video if you care about an update on my training, on what my diet's been like, and what my life is looking at like right now. And I'm also going to talk a bit about my goals for this year, training wise, with my body, with my mindset, as well as with school and with my career. So just before I go and get a car wash and pick up a Monster, I am just going to tell you guys that I had my first 2 shifts working as a demo rep for Performx this past weekend, and I had a blast. I've basically just been driving around Seattle and going to these like high volume GNCs and like setting up demos and talking about supplements and like helping customers, which is what I love to do. The best part for me about working at GNC was like customer service and talking and interacting with customers. And so being able to do that specifically for a brand that is awesome and has great supplements is really a great opportunity for me. But I also got hired to work at the front desk at LA Fitness, which is actually a really cool gym. They have like tires and a bunch of equipment, so I'm going to film some really cool cross training type workouts over there. But I'm starting that actually tomorrow, so I'm going to be probably working 5 days a week, not too much, but enough right now to start saving up for the school year when I'm not going to be working as much. And I've just been loving it. Like, I freaking love Seattle, and when my boyfriend comes out here in about 3 weeks, it's going to be such a blast to get a place together and be able to explore and go to more restaurants. But for now, I'm starting the work grind, lifting 6 days a week. I'll talk more about that. And I will also give you a diet update. So see you when I am showered and clean. Alright fam, so I showered and changed. And the first thing that I wanted to update you on is my workouts. So basically for my workouts, I have still been working out 6 days a week. And I've pretty much been doing what I want to do, which is a lot of different bodybuilding style training with circuit training. So I still do the same like hitting specific muscle groups, but I've been just going by how I feel. So if I'm like really sore and I want to train upper body, but my biceps are sore, then I'll just do shoulders and chest or something else and kind of training in that way. I've also been doing some more plyometric training, like I've been doing tire flips and some stuff on like the monkey bars and like with rope work and stuff like that. So it's been really fun to just like mix it up and go by how I feel. Same thing with my eating. I'm still eating intuitively. It's been 3 weeks. I'm going to do a video on like my tips and tricks for intuitive eating, but basically this past couple days I have been really going with the flow. My strategy basically is to eat a ton of fresh food because it makes my body feel really good, and I've been eating whatever my like aunt and uncle and grandma have been making basically. And they know I love to eat lots of vegetables and like healthy fats and stuff like that. So I've been having like huge salads twice a day, usually for lunch and dinner, and just putting like cheeses and dressings and meat and stuff on them. And so really like rich, savory food, which I've been enjoying a lot. Like my body responds really well to a higher-ish fat diet. And so I love cheese, I love salad dressing, I love like olives and everything like that. And so I've been eating that salads probably twice a day, and then I have like a breakfast. I always have protein oatmeal before bed. My go-to snacks for sure are apples with peanut butter, almond milk lattes, protein bars. I have 1 protein bar a day. Don't go over that because the fiber content just makes my body go crazy and not feel so good. I like to snack on fresh fruit and vegetables throughout the day, but I can snack on vegetables for hours. I love eating vegetables, but then when you eat too many raw veggies, you do tend to get really bloated, just because it's a lot of volume, high fiber content usually, and it just takes up a lot of space in your stomach, so you do get bloated. So I try to like not eat it, especially if I'm having like huge salads. But the food in Seattle is so fresh and amazing that I love eating these huge salads. I'll try to show you if I have one for dinner tonight. But I've also been eating things that I don't usually eat because other people have been cooking for me. Like my
uncle and my grandma both cook with a lot of oils and butters and stuff that I wouldn't usually use. And so it's a little bit different in that way, but I've just been trying to keep myself in check and not overthink things, since most of my diet, I would say 90% of my diet is like whole natural foods, like with giant salads and stuff that's being prepared for me. The only big difference is that I'm not cooking it, and I'm used to cooking all of my own food, preparing my meals, having control of all that. So it's actually a really good thing for me to kind of be outside of my comfort zone more with that. But my problem is I still have trouble not overthinking like my diet and stuff, especially when I'm just like snacking also on things that other people are preparing for me, because in my mind it's like, okay, these are extra calories, whatever, you don't need them. But if I'm hungry and I'm not tracking, I do need them because my body's telling me that I want them. And so I'm still trying to stick to my like foods that make my body feel my best, like whole natural foods, with like oatmeal and protein bars and lots of fruit and veggies. And that's basically what I've been doing. I've been feeling really body confident most days, but I've struggled with bloating because, like I said, I'm eating foods that I wouldn't normally eat and a lot more of them. I'm also eating a lot of different cheeses and stuff like that. And I mean, everyone's a little bit sensitive to dairy. I'm not like super sensitive to dairy, but like when I eat too much, don't feel so hot. And that's basically like a diet update. I'm still not tracking. I don't have plans to track anytime soon, but I feel like if I want to track one day, then that's okay too. Or if I want to track later in the day, like that's okay sometimes. And like, I'm not weighing any food. I'm not tracking. I haven't tracked for almost 3 weeks and I've been feeling really great about it, but I don't want to put pressure on myself one way or the other. I don't want to tell you guys tracking is awful, because it's not, and it's a great tool to make sure you're feeding your body with enough fuel, or if you're working towards a physique goal, it can be really helpful. But since right now I'm just kind of training for life, I'm training for how I feel, I'm training to feel great, and I'm eating to feel great, and I'm eating based on how I feel, I don't feel that I need to be tracking right now at all. So that's a little diet and training update. Maybe I'll show you some meals. See you later. Hey guys, today is Tuesday, July 11th. Yesterday I talked about my current training and dieting and how I'm trying to just go by how I feel and listen to my body. And I just finished up at the gym and I realized something that happened today that is exactly what I was trying to talk about yesterday. And basically what that is training by how you feel. So this morning I woke up and I had my first training shift at LA Fitness. And I worked like 3.5 hours, finished up the shift. I was planning on doing like a heavy leg day, starting with my compounds, going into some accessory, doing cardio, doing like everything, probably a hard workout. And then I got here, I've eaten basically like a meal and a pre-workout snack, and I just like, my body felt like lethargic, like my body felt tired. And I realized that like, although I've had like a rest day where I didn't lift or like do intensive cardio, I was still like walking around a lot. I was shopping, I walked around Green Lake, I still did stuff on that day off. And you know, my lower body is just freaking tired. And I was here, as you can see, I'm sweaty, I still worked out, but I took a step back and I realized like, I don't need to go super ham today. Like, I don't need to go so hard at the gym and like do my heaviest lifts and try to push heavy weight when I'm like, my body can obviously tell me that it doesn't want me to. And so instead I just did like lighter weight, higher reps. I like did some accessory work and I did some steady state cardio that was like a lot easier on my lower body. And even though tomorrow I was planning on having my like cardio and abs day where I just play around, do whatever, I'm not sore, and like go by how I'm feeling, I evaluated how I was feeling today and I was like, okay, well, I can do how I'm feeling today, take it easier, still got a sweat on, gonna go in the sauna after this, and I can still do that tomorrow. Like, there's no reason why I have to push a highly intensive workout day after day after day when like, first of all, I work out because I love to work out. Like, I've said that so many times. I work out because I love how it makes me feel. So if I'm coming in the gym and I'm listening to how I feel, then that should be the reason I'm working out. Sorry if that didn't make any sense, but I digress. Anyway, that's what I did today, and I just wanted to like touch on that because I posted on Instagram today also about how like
we need to stop the perfectionism, because my eating disorder stemmed from control and it stemmed from perfectionism. And I am not that person anymore. And I am fit and healthy, and I honestly feel more confident and healthy with my body right now than I have in so long. Like so long. And I think that's because I'm going by how I feel. And like, even though I talked about how like sometimes with intuitive eating and like stopping tracking and going to intuitive eating, it's hard for me not to question myself. Like, even when I question myself, I still feel the happiest and healthiest with my body. And so today it just felt good to like take it easier, still sweat, still like get in the gym, because I enjoy doing that and I enjoy getting in the gym and I enjoy working out. But I did what I wanted to, and I let my sore, poor little legs take a break today, and it felt good. And that's pretty much the only clip that I'm gonna put in for today. But tomorrow, on Wednesday the 12th, I'm not working. I work all weekend, but I'm actually gonna go out to dinner with a friend from Ithaca, where I'm from before moving to Seattle, who's actually in Seattle, and we're gonna grab dinner tomorrow, which will be really nice, because honestly, I've been kind of lonely, and it'll be good to have a girlfriend and see someone who's familiar to me. And I'm gonna film a full day of eating for y'all, because I love you, and I want you to see what I eat, because I like seeing what other people eat. Cool. Catch you tomorrow. Today is Wednesday, July 12th, and it is 9 a.m. About 9 a.m. It's like 8:50. But today I am filming a full day of eating for you, and it's not too busy of a day. I have an appointment at 12:30, and then I'm actually getting dinner out tonight with a friend from Ithaca, which is where I'm from. I have no idea where we're meeting, so this should be fun. But I'm gonna do some cardio and abs and HIIT and like maybe a tiny bit of upper body HIIT today, because I'm just kind of playing around and doing what's not sore, but I really do want to get a good sweat on. That's why I want to do some cardio, because my legs are still really sore. So I'm just going to do some incline walking, running, sprinting, stuff like that. But I'll show you what I'm eating. Gonna have some Greek yogurt and some berries, and I'm making my coffee right now. So I'll show you how I make that. Let's do it. About 1/8 or so of a scoop protein, and I mix that in because it has really good flavor. My first meal of the day. It is 8:52 a.m. and I'm having one Tillman's 2% Greek yogurt. I'm gonna have these strawberries. I'm going to the gym in about an hour, so I'm making my coffee now too. The macros for this, or I don't even know. I'm having that with that, and I'll show you how I make my coffee. A post-workout meal before I go see my college campus and make my schedule. I just did cardio and abs. It was great. Did 35 minutes, really just sweated out. This is literally chicken that I prepped yesterday with some romaine lettuce and Italian dressing by, it's the Olive Garden brand, I think. I don't know, but it's really good. And it's like really low calorie too. Okay, bye. I don't really know what I ordered.
Down, off the drop, down 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 off the drop.